The following is a presentation of RMG Sports, award-winning championship television.
Huntington, West Virginia is the home of Marshall's Thundering Herd. Today, powerboats will be thundering on the Ohio River as the best in the business fight for the North American Championship. Get strapped in, race fans. RMG's Hydro Zone from Huntington starts now. Race fans, welcome to one of the most beautiful corners of the Ohio River, Huntington, West Virginia, where today the 2016 Huntington Classic Regatta will crown a champion of the Grand Prix of West Virginia. Hello again, everyone. Jared Romsberg here alongside the RMG Sports crew. Always great to come back to the capital of the Thundering Herd Nation, where it's time for the City of Huntington pre-race show, Huntington, West Virginia, where heritage comes alive. 20, Ashton Rinker from Riverview, Florida was the fastest in time trials and led the fleet of Powerboat Nationals SST 120 boats onto the course for the first of two heat races. As they came out of turn 4-2, Lee Daniel was in second, and 34, Jeff Reno screamed up alongside of 94, Rusty Wyatt to duke it out for third. Wyatt held his ground and held on to the inside lane as he and Reno flew into turns 1 and 2. Reno carried the momentum out of turn 2 and got in front of Wyatt and then slammed the door in the face of Wyatt, moving him back to fourth. Reno then began his pursuit of Lee Daniel for second. It would take him several laps, but the 34 caught up with the 2. Daniel is a 3-time winner in Huntington and wasn't going to go down without a fight. However, the gremlins that have been pestering Daniel all year long struck again, and the 2 would surrender the position and move to the side. Daniel would limp back to the pits, and they tried to get things patched up for the feature. The Amsoil 20 ran a near-perfect race, and Ashton Rinker won the first SST 120 heat. Heat number 2's inverted starting order had 98 John Ludwig on the pole, next to 69 Dean Duran and 60 Landon Goodrow at the start. But as they screamed down the front stretch, 34 Jeff Reno blasted by Ludwig with 20 Ashton Rinker in tow as they went into turn 1. Ludwig held the inside line, but Rinker simply outmuscled the 98 out of turn 2 and got a radar lock on the 34 of Reno. With only a few laps remaining, Ashton Rinker was in striking distance of the leader, Jeff Reno. Reno started to experience issues with his fuel system, and Rinker took full advantage of the situation. As the 2 Florida drivers went side by side into turns 3 and 4, Rinker mashed the gas and moved the Amsoil 20 alongside of the Klockner Metals 34 in front of the cheering fans at Harris Riverfront Park. Try as he might, Reno simply couldn't catch up to the streaking Amsoil 20 boat, and Ashton Rinker made it a clean sweep, dominating Powerboat Nationals SST 120 qualifying rounds. So with qualifying complete, let's meet the top 3 drivers for the Grand Prix of West Virginia at the 2016 Huntington Classic Regatta. Starting third is the Canadian rookie Rusty Wyatt. He's anxious to test his mettle here on the waters of the Ohio in Huntington.
Being a rookie this year, it's been great getting used to the water changes. This river seems to be amazing. It looks like we got some low winds again today. A little humid again, but the water looks good. We're gonna have some fun today.
Starting second is the veteran boat racer Jeff Reno. He's anxious to continue this rivalry with Ashton Rinker.
Well, we're both from Florida. We're very competitive. With Ashton, it's the young kid against the old man, and we do have a rivalry.
And starting on the pole is Riverview, Florida's Ashton Rinker. He too is ready to do battle with his rival Jeff Reno.
Yeah, it's a great rivalry. It's great entertainment. It's fun racing, you know, so we'll see who comes up out top, you know, and it'll be fun. The stash will go down.
Now let's meet the rest of the field for the 2016 Huntington Classic Regatta's running of the Grand Prix of West Virginia. The second Canadian in the fleet, Landon Goodrow from Edmonton, Canada, starts fourth. In fifth, we find Millersport, Ohio's John Ludwig racing for Hollywood Casino. The 6th place slot is occupied by 69 Dean Duran from North Augusta, South Carolina. 3-time Huntington champion and defending race winner Lee Daniel starts 7th. He finished second last year. This year he's driving a borrowed boat. Mark Jacobs starts 8th. The Wolfman Barry Wolf from Montezuma, Ohio starts 9th. The local favorite, Lesage, West Virginia's Dana Tom starts 10th in his hometown race. In 11th, we find Steve Merleau in the Gulf Racing Fuels number 13 entry. Stout, Ohio's Jerry Gwynn has the 31 Herd Racing entry in 12th. The 99, piloted by Dave Hensel from Hamilton, Ohio, will start 13th. And Walled Lake, Michigan's Tim Holmesen occupies the 14th and final slot on the dock. Everyone here in Huntington is escaping the heat, finding some shade. They're getting ready for racing. We hope you are too. We'll be back in Huntington with more right after this.
This presentation of the Grand Prix of West Virginia at the 2016 Huntington Classic Regatta is brought to you by the City of Huntington, Huntington, West Virginia, where heritage comes alive. The Cabell Huntington Convention and Visitors Bureau, highlighting Huntington, Barbersville, and Milton, the Western Gateway to West Virginia. By Holiday Pools, quality, dependability, service, eco first, responsible environmental solutions for today's complex problems. And by the Cabell County Commission, Cabell County, West Virginia. We invite you to visit.
Let's get out. Find a place. No walls. No limits. Just fun. Go play. Go ride. Go have fun. Camden Park. Starlight Special begins at 5. Each day the park is open. Coupons at CamdenPark.com.
Pools powered by Hayward from Holiday Pools in Huntington provide you worry-free relaxation and enjoyment for years. Whether in-ground or above, they can fulfill your long-awaited desire of a pool for your home. Hayward and Holiday Pools, teaming up for a cool-down spot in your own yard.
Appalachia is a region blessed with natural beauty and breathtaking views. Its resources are plentiful, its people hardworking and honest. At Eco First, we're dedicated to preserving that landscape by creating innovative disposal and recycling programs. As one of the region's leading environmental firms, our staff is finding new ways to help industry thrive while preserving our land, streams, and mountains for our children to enjoy. We're Eco First.
Pools powered by Hayward from Holiday Pools in Huntington provide you worry-free relaxation and enjoyment for years. Whether in-ground or above, they can fulfill your long-awaited desire of a pool for your home. Hayward and Holiday Pools, teaming up for a cool-down spot in your own yard.
Thank you for watching the Huntington Classic, host of the 2016 North American Powerboat Championship. We hope you and your family will join us next year for all there is to do and see in Huntington. Visit the state's only amusement park, shop our unique downtown area, see concerts on the mighty Ohio River, and join us for cool family fun events. Visit our website at visithuntingtonwv.org for our full event calendar, and we hope to see you again next year in Huntington, West Virginia.
This segment of the 2016 Huntington Classic Regatta is brought to you by the Cabell Huntington Convention and Visitors Bureau, highlighting Huntington, Barbersville, and Milton, the Western Gateway to West Virginia.
Welcome back to the 2016 Huntington Classic Regatta, where we see the Belle of Cincinnati passing by. Moments ago, skydivers from West Virginia Skydivers delivered our nation's colors. There's so much going on here in Huntington this weekend. Some downtown streets were turned into a carnival with rides and games galore. Live music was once again a big part of the Huntington Classic, with artists that included Dream Cult, the bluegrass sounds of the Joe Freeman Band, and the event headliner Adam Wakefield from NBC's The Voice. Then the evening was topped off with a booming fireworks show that illuminated the skies and made this year's Huntington Classic Regatta one to remember.
This organization is a volunteer organization. We're all volunteers, and we put something on for the community, and it's all done through support of the community, through sponsors. We have entertainment in the field up on the top. We have a carnival, we have a petting zoo, we have a motorcycle show, we have concessions, and we have a pizza eating contest. So, you know, there's a lot to do. If you come down, you've got a variety of stuff to participate in.
And you can see with the crowds that are working their way in how much people around here truly do enjoy this. People who come into Huntington start to see how much we have changed and just how dynamic the downtown area is, and we love to have visitors come in and visit us.
Dan, Mr. Mayor, thank you. We can't wait to come back and visit again next year, but right now we have to get back on the water for Powerboat Nationals SST 45 feature race. 66 Steve Merleau had the early race lead, with 96 Jeff Zeller in second. Zeller had mechanical issues and dropped out, allowing 77 Dan Trozen to move into second. 83 Milo DeGugas tried to catch up, but he would remain in third as Steve Merleau went on to win Powerboat Nationals SST 45 feature in Huntington. Powerboat Nationals SST 60 race was for the APBA's North American Championship. 1 Toby Hood earned the pole and led the fleet off of the dock. 16 Carol Reno was slow on the start and would have to catch up. 89 Bill Mastro briefly held second, but the 16 powered alongside and retook the runner-up slot. 48 Tim Holmsen and 2 Gordon Downard fought for fourth, with Holmsen coming out of turn 2 with the position. Toby Hood made his way through traffic, led every lap of the race, and the Huntington, Pennsylvania driver won in Huntington, West Virginia, taking home the 2016 North American Championship at the Huntington Classic Regatta. Then it was time for Powerboat National Super Sports to take to the water. 86 Chris Book had P1 early in the race, while 9 Jamie Durand and 33 Chip Wavero fought for second. These two held a multi-lap battle, with Durand besting Wavero for the position. Then she set her sights on Chris Book for the lead. As we got closer to the checker, Chris Book went wide out of turn 3. Jamie Durand took advantage of this and rocketed to the inside, taking the lead. It was a lead that she would keep to the end, as rookie Jamie Durand won her first ever Super Sport race, taking home the trophy in Huntington. Now we go back down to the Ohio River, where the parade lap for the SST 120s has begun. Fans, where are you going? Don't move. Get your chin strap buckled. The SST 120s race in Huntington right after this.
Thank you for watching the Huntington Classic, host of the 2016 North American Powerboat Championship. We hope you and your family will join us next year for all there is to do and see in Huntington. Visit the state's only amusement park, shop our unique downtown area, see concerts on the mighty Ohio River, and join us for cool family fun events. Visit our website at visithuntingtonwv.org for our full event calendar, and we hope to see you again next year in Huntington, West Virginia.
Pools powered by Hayward from Holiday Pools in Huntington provide you worry-free relaxation and enjoyment for years. Whether in-ground or above, they can fulfill your long-awaited desire of a pool for your home. Hayward and Holiday Pools, teaming up for a cool-down spot in your own yard.
Experience the power, the action, the fun of Powerboat Nationals. Powerboat Nationals brings the unparalleled excitement of championship powerboat racing to regattas and festivals across America. Powerboat Nationals provides thrilling daytime racing and family-friendly events that entertain and engage fans of all ages. Contact Powerboat Nationals today to learn how your city can host a heart-pounding, action-packed event. Throw your event into high gear with Powerboat Nationals Championship Racing.
Pools powered by Hayward from Holiday Pools in Huntington provide you worry-free relaxation and enjoyment for years. Whether in-ground or above, they can fulfill your long-awaited desire of a pool for your home. Hayward and Holiday Pools, teaming up for a cool-down spot in your own yard.
Let's get out. Find a place. No walls. No limits. Just fun. Go play. Go ride. Go have fun. Camden Park. Starlight Special begins at 5. Each day the park is open. Coupons at CamdenPark.com.
This segment of the 2016 Huntington Classic Regatta is brought to you by Holiday Pools. Quality, dependability, service.
Race fans, welcome back to Huntington, West Virginia, where we ride to the dock with our pole sitter, Ashton Rinker. Had some trouble getting the AMSOIL 20 started, but he got it running, and he's up on the dock. Let's take a look at how they're going to line up there. Ashton Rinker on the pole. His rival, Jeff Reno, right next door, and a Canadian sensation, Rusty Wyatt, starting in third. A very stout field of drivers ready to compete for the 2016 North American Championship here in Huntington. The fuel pumps are on. All eyes are on the flagman as we wait for the drop of the flag, and here it goes. We're racing in Huntington. The fleet explodes off the dock. Ashton Rinker leads them out. Look at this, side by side by side by side by side. Rinker and Reno are neck and neck for the lead, but they're going to stack up 3 wide, now 4 wide behind them for third. Now they go side by side for third into turn 3. Rusty Wyatt on the inside. Lee Daniel, our winner here last year, and here comes Landon Goodrow. They're going to go 3 wide for third, coming down the front stretch. Fans in Huntington on their feet, fists in the air, screaming them along. Side by side battle for fourth now as Lee Daniel takes over the third place slot. Ashton Rinker crosses the line in the lead, and we are now on lap 1 of the Grand Prix of West Virginia. Oh, we got somebody turned over in turn 1. We have an incident in turn 1. A boat just barrel rolled, and there's the caution. The red flag's in the air, the flare's in the air, and the fleet will come to a stop. Landon Goudreau, who was fighting hard to get up alongside of his fellow Canadian Rusty Wyatt, got spun around and we're waiting to see Landon Goudreau. There's the canopy pops up. He gives the safety crew who's there in seconds a thumbs up. Landon Goudreau barrel rolled in turn 1, brings out the caution, and this race is stopped before it gets started. Fans, let's take another look at this one. We're going to ride along with John Ludwig, who's going to give you a front row view. Watch that yellow 60 in the corner. Whoa, there he goes. Just caught some weight there, and the boat barrel rolled. Oh, this is the shot we're looking for, fans. Hold on, Huntington. We're going to ride into turn 1 with Landon Goudreau. We're going to get wet. Oh, man, just like that in the blink of an eye. You can hear he's trying to get that engine restarted, but it is hydroed. It's just full of water. Let's ride on back at Goudreau this time. Oh, man, you can see how violent that is. In fact, the camera got taken off of the boat. Many thanks to the safety crew for pulling that camera out of the water. And oh, no, look at this. Our pole sitter, Ashton Rinker. We knew he had trouble getting that boat started at the beginning of the race, fans. And we're hearing from the crew, electrical system issues. He just can't get the engine to fire. And our pole sitter heading in on the hook. Ashton Rinker had an absolutely phenomenal weekend thus far. He was fastest in time trials, dominated in the qualifying heats. But Ashton Rinker is out of this race. So the deck is shuffled a little bit with both Rinker and Goudreau out of the race. Jeff Reno assumes the pole position as we wait now again for the drop of the flag. And there it is. We're racing again in Huntington. No laps were completed. We're starting over. We are now on lap 0 as we watch Jeff Reno disappear with the lead. Rusty Wyatt in second. He's trying to catch up. Look at this. Here comes Mark Jacob. Jacob cuts down. Jacob was back in the pack, and now he's battling for Rusty Wyatt for second as they go into turns 3 and 4. Out of turn 4, he goes, whoa, he cuts off Rusty Wyatt out of turn 4, and Mark Jacob moves into second place. Where did he come from? That's what Rusty Wyatt's thinking. Now he's got a battle. John Ludwig for third. They're going to go side by side down the front stretch. Fans in Huntington, once again, some amazing racing here at the Grand Prix of West Virginia. Oh, look out. Here comes last year's winner, Lee Daniel. Like a great white shark, he's sizing him up. Rusty Wyatt's in third. John Ludwig in the red 98 off to the right is in fourth, but here comes Lee Daniel to battle with Ludwig for the 4th place slot. Look at Daniel creeping up on him on the inside. They're going to go side by side as they go into turn 3. Action amazing here in Huntington thus far. The Grand Prix of West Virginia 2016 APBA North American Championships. Not disappointing side-by-side battle. Last year's winner Lee Daniel. John Ludwig on the outside. Side-by-side battle for 4th. Ludwig's going to hold him off as they cross the line, but how long can he hold off last year's winner? Side-by-side battle into turn 1. Lee Daniel has a preferred line. He's cutting him off on the inside. Ludwig tries to maintain some momentum, but it's Lee Daniel that moves into 4th. Last year's winner, a 3-time winner here in Huntington is Lee Daniel, and now he's got a radar lock on Rusty Wyatt. He wants to get on that podium. Daniel flies into turn 3. We see the leader, Jeff Reno, already going down the front stretch, heading into turn 1. Jeff Reno qualified second for this race, but he earned the pole position once Ashton Rinker dropped out due to electrical problems. And man, he's taking full advantage of the situation. And man, he's got to stay on the gas, because right behind him in second is the 383 of Mark Jacob. Fans probably remember him from the Budweiser 7 last year. He finished second here in Huntington last year. This is a borrowed boat, fans. He showed up and had 20 minutes of practice in this boat. Here he is in second place already in the 2016 North American Championships. Back in third. Looks like the battle's starting to heat up. We have Rusty Wyatt, the Canadian sensation out of Toronto, Canada. This is his first season of racing here in the United States. And Rusty Wyatt and that Expert Piano Movers 94 doing a fantastic job here on the Ohio today. He's got to do a fantastic job, because right behind him, veteran boat racer, 3-time winner here in Huntington is Lee Daniel from North Augusta, South Carolina. The General sizing up the rookie as they come out of turn 2. Off to the right, we see Dana Thompson. Look at Lee Daniel standing that Gold Mech Mechanical Contractors boat on its end, having that good Gulf Racing fuel pumping through the veins, pushing that boat down the backstretch. Dana Toms moving off to the side, the hometown favorite, letting the lead boats go by as we see Lee Daniel leave turn 4 right behind him. He can't be too asleep, because John Ludwig is back in 5th, always ready to pounce. John Ludwig driving the 98 Hollywood Casino boat out of Millersport, Ohio. We ride on board with Dana Toms as we see the 5th place boat of John Ludwig zoom on the inside. Toms moving off to the outside, gentleman driver letting the faster boats go by. John Ludwig riding back in fifth. Fans, watch the bottom of your screen and watch how Ludwig has to fight to keep this boat going straight. He adjusts the trim with his thumb. You can see it's not an easy straight shot as they scream down the backstretch here on the Ohio River in Huntington. We catch up with our leader, Jeff Reno, as he heads into turn 2. Fans, we have to step out and take a break. There's plenty of racing to go here at the 2016 Huntington Classic Regatta on RMG's Hydro Zone right after this.
Pools powered by Hayward from Holiday Pools in Huntington provide you worry-free relaxation and enjoyment for years. Whether in-ground or above, they can fulfill your long-awaited desire of a pool for your home. Hayward and Holiday Pools, teaming up for a cool-down spot in your own yard.
Experience the power, the action, the fun of Powerboat Nationals. Powerboat Nationals brings the unparalleled excitement of championship powerboat racing to regattas and festivals across America. Powerboat Nationals provides thrilling daytime racing and family-friendly events that entertain and engage fans of all ages. Contact Powerboat Nationals today to learn how your city can host a heart-pounding, action-packed event. Throw your event into high gear with Powerboat Nationals Championship Racing.
Pools powered by Hayward from Holiday Pools in Huntington provide you worry-free relaxation and enjoyment for years. Whether in-ground or above, they can fulfill your long-awaited desire of a pool for your home. Hayward and Holiday Pools, teaming up for a cool-down spot in your own yard.
This segment of the 2016 Huntington Classic Regatta is brought to you by Eco First, responsible environmental solutions for today's complex problems.
Fans, welcome back to the 2016 Huntington Classic Regattas running of the Grand Prix of West Virginia here in Huntington, West Virginia. Air temperatures right now 117 degrees. It is scorching outside as we catch up with our race leader, Jeff Reno. Qualified second, but he's led every lap of this race, starting on the pole once our pole sitter, Ashton Rinker, had to drop out due to electrical problems. And man, he's taken full advantage of this, but right behind him, the 383 of Mark Jacob. Again, fans, this is a borrowed boat. He had about 20 minutes early this morning to practice in this boat and get it set up. He'd never seen this boat until today. Here he is riding in second. Back in third, the rookie out of Toronto, Canada, Rusty Wyatt, his first year racing on the waters here in the United States, doing a great job riding back in third. He, like everyone else here in Huntington, dealing with the extreme heat. 117 degrees is the air temperature. I can only imagine how hot it is inside the cockpits of these boats, but he's doing great, holding on to that third place slot. Back in fourth, three-time winner here in Huntington, Lee Daniel. North Augusta, South Carolina native has been having trouble with this two-boat all year long, having mechanical issues, and they followed him into qualifying, having to drop out after the first heat race. They went all over that boat, got it all put back together, and he's running great here in the feature back in fourth. Lee Daniel, as I've said many times, fans, is a three-time winner here in Huntington. He's used to being on top of the podium. Now he's struggling, trying to catch up to Rusty Wyatt to get that third and final slot on the Grand Prix of West Virginia's podium. Back in fifth, John Ludwig, veteran boat racer out of Millersport, Ohio, carrying the Hollywood Casino colors here as he races in Huntington. Flies into turn one. John Ludwig qualified fifth in this race, was able to start third once the race got going with Ashton Rinker and Landon Goudreau dropping out. And now he's back in fifth as we see the leader now come across the line and take the white flag. Jeff Reno has the white flag. Look out, here comes Mark Jacob on the outside. Jacob's going to go side by side for the lead as they go into turn one. Now out of two, and Jeff Reno's going to stand that boat on its end, try to get that Gulf Racing fuel to fly into that engine. Jeff Reno, Mark Jacob battle for the lead as they go down the backstretch. Last lap of the race, Mark Jacob in the borrowed boat didn't even have enough time this morning to change it to the familiar number 7, and Jeff Reno now hammers down. Throttle is at 100%, trims it up, and here he comes down the front stretch. Mark Jacob making one last run, but he's not going to have enough as we see Jeff Reno cross the line and take the checkered flag to win the 2016 North American Championship at the Grand Prix of West Virginia at the Huntington Classic Regatta. A fantastic race ran by the Okeechobee, Florida native. Mark Jacob in second. Rusty Wyatt crosses the line in third. Fans don't move. The Cabell County Commission post-race show is coming up right after this.
Appalachia is a region blessed with natural beauty and breathtaking views. Its resources are plentiful, its people hardworking and honest. At Eco First, we're dedicated to preserving that landscape by creating innovative disposal and recycling programs. As one of the region's leading environmental firms, our staff is finding new ways to help industry thrive while preserving our land, streams, and mountains for our children to enjoy. We're Eco First.
Experience the power, the action, the fun of Powerboat Nationals. Powerboat Nationals brings the unparalleled excitement of championship powerboat racing to regattas and festivals across America. Powerboat Nationals provides thrilling daytime racing and family-friendly events that entertain and engage fans of all ages. Contact Powerboat Nationals today to learn how your city can host a heart-pounding, action-packed event. Throw your event into high gear with Powerboat Nationals Championship Racing. This presentation of the Grand Prix of West Virginia at the 2016 Huntington Classic Regatta was brought to you by the City of Huntington, Huntington, West Virginia, where heritage comes alive. The Cabell Huntington Convention and Visitors Bureau, highlighting Huntington, Barbersville, and Milton, the Western Gateway to West Virginia. By Holiday Pools, quality, dependability, service. Eco First, responsible environmental solutions for today's complex problems. And by the Cabell County Commission, Cabell County, West Virginia. We invite you to visit.
Fans, welcome back to Harris Riverfront Park here in Huntington, West Virginia, where we see Carol Reno climb on board with the winner, her husband Jeff Reno, as they take their victory lap celebrating his win here in the 2016 North American Championship at the Grand Prix of West Virginia here in Huntington. And we welcome you to the Cabell County Commission post-race show, Cabell County, West Virginia. We invite you to visit. Here's your third place finisher.
Huntington Classic is my first time, rookie year, so coming here, I had fans, water, everything was great. It was great. Just had a great weekend. Need to thank Lake Simcoe Marine, Team LTD, and my dad for bringing me here, expert piano movers. Everybody this weekend was super fast. Water seemed to be smooth through the whole weekend, and today it got a little choppy. Really hot out here too. We're not used to this, but boat ran good, and we had a lot of fun out there. Happy to get away with the third.
A great run by Rusty Wyatt here in Huntington. Lee Daniel finishes fourth. John Ludwig rounds out the top 5 as we take a look at the top 10 of your finishers here in Huntington. Here's your runner-up, fans.
I had no idea how it was going to go. Borrowed the boat. You know, they said come down and run the boat. You know, I'm not one to pass up a ride. And, you know, I had some guys here. Sam Haraway was here all weekend working on the boat and making sure that it was going to run. Brought John Guimo down with me from home. And, you know, we worked on the boat, and fortunately it was good equipment. We had no idea. We didn't know if it was a first-place boat or a last-place boat, and we found out, I guess, it's a second-place boat.
Always impressive, earning a podium finish in borrowed equipment as we take a look at the rest of the field. Ashton Rinker finishing a disappointing 11th, but fans, something tells me we'll see him back up on top in no time. Here is your champion, Huntington.
Well, I knew Mark was a contender whenever he got here, even if it was an old boat that he had never driven, and it's just that's what you expect out of him, the best. This time in Huntington, this is like a second home to me, and because I come up here 15 times a year. I want to say a special thanks to the race committee for putting on a great race, and I would like to mention my friend Tom Ludwig, because this race is for him. He's recovering from some issues, and he'll be back racing with us next year.
We also look forward to seeing Tom Ludwig back on the water. We know he'll be back here in Huntington next year, fans, where we always have a fantastic time. And we thank everyone involved with the Huntington Classic for putting on yet another fantastic event. To learn more about how you can get involved, visit huntingtonclassic.com. Congratulations to your champion, Jeff Reno. For the entire RMG Sports crew, I'm Jared Romsberg. We'll see you 24/7 at rmgsports.net.